Hey y'all, Noni here. Welcome to my channel. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Whew. Sorry, I was just running around. You know, running around, my version of running around, which is just wobbling and walking very slowly to look for things that I wanted to talk about in this video. And it occurred to me yesterday, because Kelly and I actually left the house. I left the house for the first time in, well, I don't remember the last time I left the house. But, oh, let me get my coffee. Got my new Christmas cup. She's red. Isn't she pretty? Red's my favorite color. We do white elephant because nobody can afford to buy I used to go like all out years ago, but then I was like, who needs it? My kids are grown. They have everything. If there's something they want, they buy it. So we started doing white elephant. So I went to Starbucks. I think, why do I feel like it was like a week ago? I don't know. I managed to leave the house about once a week, but this wasn't going to be part of the deal. I don't know how long my phone's going to let me, film, because still haven't done the video camera thing. But, that is on my to-do list, which Kelly showed me a really cool thing I can do with my to-do list, which is to, you can put like little check marks on it and stuff. And he knows that I love to-do lists. So every day I've got repeat things that I do on there. And then I've got, of course, things yet to be done or something like that. So let me just show you these cups because I'm using them for white elephant. The cost limit is like, sorry, hi there, 20, I think it's $20. That's the limit. And what happens is we usually have like the same amount of boys as we do girls, and the boys always buy boy gifts instead of buying something that, everyone would like. So this year I bought girl gifts. Of course, I think anyone would love these Starbucks cups. And if they don't, they're crazy. But I don't think my sons would enjoy them. Except for maybe that red one, but nobody's getting their hands on it because it's mine. Okay. Because originally, yeah, we had settled on, we were going to try to see my mom for like a Thanksgiving combo Christmas thing. And so I need 2 white elephant gifts, one for me and Kelly, for what we call Krabby Christmas. And that's with Mimi, where we eat crab. Instead of your normal traditional Christmas dinner, we have crab and ribs and all kinds of food, and we pig out, and it's great. And then at my mom's, we have ham for Christmas, turkey for Thanksgiving, blah, blah, blah. So we were going to do a combo there, but we just decided, like, with them, because they have underlying health conditions, that we are not going to see them at all. Which is really heartbreaking because they've never been alone during the holidays. And I've never not seen them during the holidays. So yesterday, part of why I was out is because for Thanksgiving, they ended up making a full Thanksgiving dinner, even though it was just the 2 of them. And I was like, I did not know you were going to be doing that. And she was like, yeah, we just decided to go ahead and, well, her mashed potatoes are like literally the mashed potatoes, the best mashed potatoes you will ever put in your mouth. And so I was like, no, that's unacceptable. I need those mashed potatoes. So they were kind enough to put some in the freezer for me. We went and picked them up yesterday, and I texted her and said, I'm here. She came, I had my mask on, she had hers on. She came to the door, I was about 6 feet back, put the items on the porch, and then we air hugged, and we air kissed, and it was a really sweet moment, unusual moment, and a moment I hope we don't ever have to do again, because I just want, like, these are my parents, you know, twilight years, you know what I mean? They're retired. They should be able to spend their retirement years traveling and doing whatever the hell it is they want to do, that they have spent their time earning the right to do so. So, and they're not rich by any means, but they could go, if they worked it out right and they budgeted right, they, you know, my uncle finds a way to go with his church groups to Europe, like, every year, like, different trips to Europe, like, 1 year Scotland, then Ireland, 1 year, like, France and Italy, and, you know, whatever. I've never been, probably never gonna go, unfortunately, though I would love to. I wouldn't make the plane ride, unless maybe I had an Ambien, but then, of course, I'd have to have, like, a wheelchair or something, because there's just no way. So, anyway, let me show you these cups real quick, and then we'll get to the purpose of the video, which is actually chronic illness related. Yay! Okay, so I showed you the red one, which is like metally, and it's got like the metal inside to keep your beverages really cold, and it's just a beautiful dark red, a little bit of a metallic tone. And my daughter says, Mom, basic bitches drink Starbucks cups. Well, I guess I'm a basic bitch, and so is she, because she also loves her Starbucks cups, so. But anyway, and she proudly says, she's like, I'm a basic bitch too. I don't care. This one I love. I call it the mermaid cup, because it reminds me of mermaid scales, and I don't know if it's going to, if you're really, oh, yeah. That picks up great. So it's like purple and then green, you can see, right? So isn't that absolutely stunning? I mean, honestly, I hope I win all of these. I mean, there's nothing else I really want. I would love more tarot cards, but no one's going to buy those or bring them to a white elephant, right? So, you know. Anyway, she's a mermaid. If I had her, I would name her Ariel. I name all my cups. This one's name is Ruby. Hey, Miss Ruby. I think it would have been nice if they made a green one like this. My daughter's favorite color is green. And this one's a little bit smaller than the others, but that's fine. Then these ones are definitely more of a Christmas vibe. This one you could definitely get away, though, with wearing it, with using it whenever, because it's actually more like, to me, it makes me think of New Year's Eve. It's got like glitter inside of it, and then also these super glittery polka dots, which of course I'm a sucker for polka dots. So the glitter inside of it is like an iridescent purple, green, And then you've got your solid gold, what looks like nice thick gold, chunky glitter also in there. And then a nice blue, clear blue turquoise kind of, or teal colored cup top. And you can see how low you are on coffee. And same with the red one. The lid is also see-through so that you can see how low you are. Well, I'm just seeing my face. But this is always a good, you know, measurer. Okay, and then here's the Christmas cup, the official Christmas cup, which is just, she's so gorgeous. Anyway, without further ado, so it's just a little Christmas tree scene. Nice swirly red Christmas trees, little green Christmas trees, little starbursts here and there. There's what looks like maybe a sunburst. Glitter all around, more trees, designs, just built all the way throughout. And then the background is actual like chunky glitter that looks to be clear, green and purple. And then the background behind that is like, I guess they use paper or something. So it's all done on a greenish kind of paper that is this color. Now, this one you absolutely cannot tell when you're out of coffee. But again, do the shake test. But I thought these were beautiful. I think they make a very easy white elephant to pick out. White elephant gift to just go pick up. If the limit's $20, they're all about $18.95. Then after tax, they're $20 about. And at least in my family, the girls will appreciate these. And then maybe in your family, some of the boys will appreciate them. So, okay, so today's video was going to be about preparedness when you're out in the world and you have a chronic illness. And I hope to God I don't get cut off. If I do, I'm so sorry. So let's say goodbye right now. Mwah! I hope you have a beautiful day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I am working on the video camera thing. I just have a lot on my plate right now with Christmas, trying to get the house decorated. It takes a lot out of me. My ankle is still causing me a lot of problems. I have had a lot of, I'm walking very wobbly-ish. I don't know. And of course the fatigue is killing me. I was trying the Adderall, as I told you, I think last week, but, which I have a script for, I just don't ever use it because of the burning mouth. Well, because it had been a while, I forgot it builds up in my system. So the first, like I took it, and then I thought, well, if I take it one day and then don't take it for a few days, it'll be fine. But it didn't matter like how far I spread it out. The more I took it, even if it was 2 or 3 days spread out, the worse my burning mouth got. I actually should have a cough drop in right now. Talk about being prepared, right? But sorry. Okay. So anyway, it wasn't worth it. So then I thought, okay, well, I need to come up with another solution because I've got to get this holiday shit done. Or just decide that I'm not going to decorate for Christmas. And I really want to this year, especially because it definitely doesn't feel like Christmas not getting to see my parents at all this holiday season. I think it will greatly help with my mood. And I really want Henry to appreciate, Hippo, to appreciate the wonderment of Christmas. And I know a lot of that for my kids came with all the crazy amount of decorations that I put up and the lights and to me, it's never about the gifts. It's all the other stuff that you go do, you know, and there's a lot of stuff that we go do, which I'll talk about in another video. But today, again, I want to talk about preparedness. So, I always took, which I don't have, but I took to work with me a very large canvas bag that it could hold several pounds of shit. Like, I think I would get up to like 35 pounds in that thing, and Kelly, of course, would have to move it for me, but I always kept 2 different kinds of heating pads in there. I had the traditional heating pad, the one for my back, this. Always keep it rolled up and in that back canvas bag. Then I have another one that goes around my shoulders and covers my scapula and my neck. I don't know where that one is. I think Kelly may have used it the other night. Otherwise, I could show you. But that one also works beautifully, and I find that I get a lot of scapula pain. So that one also goes in the backpack. Then, of course, you must have multiple bags of cough drops. And again, this is all if you have my issues. Your what I call my go bag will be filled with, or my relief bag will be filled with whatever items you need on a daily basis as backups. So you have your regular, I don't keep a purse because it just doesn't have enough. I had a really cute backpack that was much bigger that my daughter spilled an entire Starbucks pumpkin frappuccino on. Like the entire thing. And I tried washing it out, and the whole thing was still very just stained and stiff and sticky where it fell, and it just was not good. So I'd had it for a few years, so I went ahead and got this hideous backpack right here from Target. And I just say hideous because, I mean, I do love pink. I really do. But it's definitely not fashionable. So I do have a Coach bag that my mom gave me years ago. I'm not really a, oh God, what my mom would call a fancy girl at all. Because I don't care about designer bags or any of that bullshit. But she loves Coach bags. Every now and then she will gift me one of her old Coach bags. And so this is my going out on a date bag. She needs a little assistance because I think she might be a little dirty. Yeah, she might be a little dirty. I'm rough on my bags, y'all. Because I just don't care. So she's my nice going out purse. But I've been having to use her, and she does not carry shit. And I have a lot of shit that I have to carry. So, I am now packing my backpack, and I thought this would be a good time to talk about preparedness. So, this is my bag of drugs. Okay, yep, that's right. It's in a Crown Royal peach bag, which my husband has plenty of those around. Now, I'm getting up to 19 minutes, so I don't know if they're going to cut me off or not. I hope not. And then I keep every single medication that my doctor's ever prescribed me in this bag, whether I need it or not, because I may need it on that one day. And this is assuming I'm at work, right? Because usually I never leave the house now. But I still want to have my go bag. Not the big one. Right now, my backpack is sufficient. I'm not going to go anywhere where I need to take a heating pad. Like, where would I even plug that in? You know, so... but I take every medication that I have because you never know when you're going to need it, except for like my Ambien. I know I don't need that because I am not planning on going to sleep somewhere for 8 hours, so I don't take it. I suggest that you get like a little safe or somewhere where maybe a secret drawer or a secret place where nobody knows about, for you to keep your meds, so that when, especially if you have young children or teenagers who want to come in your room and know that you're chronically ill and see if they can find some goodies. I highly recommend a safe. I did not have that problem because my kids were grown and all were out of the house except for Bailey. And she knows she can't take medications like mine because they're not fun meds. Like my pain meds are not like Vicodin or, you know, it's tramadol, and like nobody gets high on tramadol. Trust me, look it up. It's in the opiate family. I don't know why, because it works with your opiate processors, but it is not an opiate. And that is per my doctor. So, and per research, all you have to do is Google it. So anyway, but if you are on those harder hitting medications, keep those hidden. This is my pain patch. I only use this if I absolutely need it, and this only helps me with my back pain. I have spinal stenosis, bulging discs, degenerative disc disease. And so I make sure I have at least one of these in my little medicine go bag, so that if I'm out too long or I have a spasm or something like that, I can take this. It won't fix it 100%. And this is not like a fentanyl patch. Not at all. This is not a fentanyl patch. I can't express that to you enough. Using this changes absolutely nothing for me mentally. It doesn't alter my mood. It doesn't make me sleepy. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. So, I don't take any of those hardcore drugs. One, because my doctor can't prescribe them because she's a PA. Also, anything with like actual like codeine kind of stuff in it tears my stomach up so horrifically. Even though I take my Lyrica at night, I do take it with me in case I end up somewhere, because you just never know. So a lot of the times what I do is I will split up my medications. And here's another reason that you want to do that. So you still want to take all your medications with you in case something happens and you need them, right? But you don't want to take all of them, meaning the entire quantity of them, because if somebody stole your purse, or if somebody's whatever, you know, if that ever happened, God forbid, doctors and pharmacists are very hesitant, unless you have like a police document. I think even then they will not replace those medications until they're due, because they're just going to assume that you are a drug addict and that you're saying that you lost them so you can get your meds sooner. So being a patient, a chronically ill patient, super fun, because you always get to feel like you're a drug-seeking addict. So yay. So again, I split up all of my medication. Whenever I go out, I will take just the amount that I would need for, like, if it becomes time for me to take my second dose, I'll take that, and then I'll take one other dose if something happens and I'm, 4 hours have gone by and it's time for me to take another dose. It's rare. I don't think it's ever, when I used to work, it's happened, but since then, no. But anyway, I will take everything. Definitely take my heartburn medication. I always will take this because you never, ever know when, it's a pain and itch relief cream. It's got lidocaine 4% in it. So I always try to take some kind of lidocaine. Last night I had the worst, like, neuropathic itching. It was just everywhere. And then also, like, my shoulder pain, sometimes if I use this or Aspirin, it will help a little bit. So I always try to take this. Plus I've got burns, where I use my heating pad. And if they get up to hurting a little bit or stinging or the skin there is raw, I use this, which does sting when you first apply it. So I have like a whole slew of medications, including my hormones, pain pills, my muscle relaxers, and then everything I leave behind, I make sure I hide. Now, in my medicine go bag, I keep a couple of masks, too, as a just in case. Plus, a snack if you start feeling nauseous, which I get nauseous a lot of the times. So when that happens, I take, I don't know where, but no, that's not it. Did I not grab that bottle? Oh, here it is. I take this. It's just an empty bottle. And I have like some supplements in here. I have a nausea, see that little anti-nausea bubble packet down there. Sometimes I'll get nauseous for no reason. Benadryl in case I get, sometimes I break out into these super fun rashes, happen out of nowhere. And especially now that I'm experiencing things like when I eat certain foods now where I get the super itchy, tight throat and the itchiness going into the ears. I always make sure that I have Benadryl on hand. And then, supplements, which I always end up never taking the supplements because they make every single supplement as big as a freaking horse pill. And I hate that shit. I can't even choke down a Xanax. I kid you not. I cannot choke down a Xanax. 9 times out of 10, I take one, I go to swallow it, it just gets stuck in my throat. And I'm like, right? So, because my mouth is so dry. So, that's my medicine go bag. And again, I do really suggest that you keep at least half of your medications, if not more than half, at home. Should something happen and you lose your purse, or God forbid, someone steals your purse, you still have backup medication. You may have to suffer a while. I do also take an empty bottle. It's not empty. It's an old medicine bottle that I filled with Tums. Because, as you know, I get a lot of heartburn. And 95% chance we will grab something to eat when we're out. Because if I do have to take my pills, I have to eat something first. And it's always, it's just always such a pain in the booty. Because it's like, well, I have to eat first. And I have to do this first. And la, 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 la. So anyway, there's my medicine go bag. So, and the reason I keep it all in a bag instead of keeping it loose is because it's a lot easier to look in a smaller bag than just having it laying around loose in your backpack. So in the new backpack it goes, and we've got that down. So maybe an extra thing in there. Then of course, always an extra bag of cough drops. I put that in with all my medicines as well, because it's definitely a medicine for me. Keep my snack in the front pocket. And, oh, forgot. I like to take a Benadryl gel of some sort, or a cream, because when I do break out, if I get a rash or something like that, this is more for the instant relief, and then I'll take a Benadryl pill also. I do also recommend, if you can, take the excuse me, order your things like Benadryl and Tums and stuff like that from Amazon, because this I got on Amazon. It has lasted me, I feel like maybe 6 months to a year. It's 1,000 capsules, and it's 50 milligrams. The usual capsules they give you that are like the pink pills, which I'm not sure where they are right now, but those are 25 milligrams. These are 50. And so, I mean, and it was like, I don't know, it was like $5 for this. You know how much they charge for a Benadryl at any other store, especially a pharmacy. Forget it. So whenever you can, if you can, the meds that you don't need a script for, try getting online. Like, I think we talked about this before, which I can't find a bottle of it right now, but, or like this. Well, this one's used. Like this, clotrimazole, right? So if you get any kind of yeast infection, which usually you will find in the boys, if you don't want to hear about this lady business, then, you know, avert your ears or eyes. But this is clotrimazole. If you have a yeast infection in your lady bits or elsewhere, then like on your skin, right? Under your skin or wherever, this helps. It says, I think one of them, one time I got, said it was for like athlete's foot. It doesn't matter. It's still the medicine clotrimazole. This is the only one that works for me. And I think everybody's body is different, and they will find different ones that work for them. But it's an antifungal. There's miconazole, there's triconazole, I've tried them all. This is the only one that works for me. And the only place I can find it is Walgreens. Walgreens wants to charge me $15 for a tube of, probably a tube this big, of clotrimazole. Now, it is usually 2%, but guess what? I can get a 6-pack of these, a 6-pack for $7. And that 2% doesn't work any better than the 1%. But I get 6 for half of the price on Amazon. So, I'm just saying that's a good deal. Also, the last time when I talked to you about TENS unit. That you should always have that in your go bag, which is the bigger bag. where you keep all your heating pads and stuff like that. So this is the tens unit that I got off of Amazon that I wanted to show you. I don't think I've shown you this before, but this is it. It's got so many different, it's got scraping, which is my favorite, scraping, cupping, and then random. You can change the speed, you can change the, I usually go on the highest speed to the highest level. Here, let me turn it on. Okay, so it doesn't have any of the prongs in it. This is where the prongs would go, right? But it's got a place for 4 wires. And then each wire, so this would plug into one of those little holes that I showed you. And then the end of those wires has 2 of these for 1 pad. And I like to buy the larger pads because I'm like, why not cover more area? You know what I mean? So I'll buy a larger pad, which again, you can get on Amazon really cheap. I have no idea what brand this is, but, whoops. Okay, so, where is it? Okay, these are the normal size pads that come with, the tens unit, right? These are the normal size pads. Okay, look how small, right? And then this, compared to, do you see the difference in size? They cover more area. And then, so each one of these will plug into a pad. Okay. And so let's say your pain is right in the middle of the back of your neck, or like the top of your spine or whatever. So you'll put 1 pad on each, say, scapula muscle, and then the electronic surge or whatever will go, can you shut that door for me? Will go through, and it's supposed to make the, whatever area that's hurting you most feel better. Now, for me, it's never taken the pain away completely, but if you're at work, like I would be sitting at a desk, first of all, my girlfriend would have to go in with me and put the pads on, or fortunately, I worked with Kelly and he could come to my desk and figure out a way to put the pads on there without, like, exposing myself to my entire team. But this is, I think, the best unit. Again, it was super cheap. I think the whole thing was like 15 bucks, but I've had it for years, and, oh good, you can't see any of the screen. Okay, now you might be able to see some of it, but it lets you choose. You can put those sensors anywhere. You don't want to put them directly, and it will come with a booklet. Like, you're not going to put one like on your jugular, right? But, and you're not going to put one over your heart, but like if your muscles are hurting, like right here or whatever, you can put them like right here. But again, go by what the booklet tells you to do. Go by the instructions. You can't fail. And then what I would do, it's got a thing right here. I would just hook it to my shirt or my jeans or whatever. And sometimes I had wires coming out of me everywhere. I would have all 4 of these babies hooked up. If I was in some super incredible pain, and that's just how it would be. Like, I got to the point where I just stopped caring, because it was either that or go home, and going home wasn't always an option. There was another product. So I always had a baggie, real quick, that I would keep all of the tens units in. Plus, it was cool because if Kelly needed it, then he could also use it. And you know what? The funny thing is, we got a TENS unit from our chiropractor, and it's just not as good as this one, I don't think. But we'd keep everything, all the wires, in a bag. Like, you can see how long we've had this. And then this would be kept in my bigger, like, canvas bag with my heating pads and all of the other things that I could possibly need or want. And yes, I would always have a lot of people making fun of me and walking by and being like, oh my God, why do you have so much stuff? Oh my God, why do you have so much, you know, why do you have so many drugs? Oh my God, you know, making just stupid ass comments, making you feel super awkward and weird for having a chronic illness. Because all of this would, you know, you're in a tiny cube. There's nowhere to hide this stuff, nor should you feel like you have to hide it, right? Like, I have a chronic illness. I don't have any control over this. I didn't ask for it. I don't want it, but this is my life. So, you know, if the sight of all this medication and these contraptions offends you, avert your eyes and walk away. So, I also had this that I wanted to show you guys that, I can't, it unfortunately isn't really good branding because I have no idea what it's called. But I paid $300 for this contraption. It comes with an app. So you put the app on your phone. I don't remember what it's called because I don't really use it anymore. Oh, Quell. It's called a Quell. Right there, Quell. Okay. So you can order the Quell strips. So let me show you. Okay. So you order the Quell strips online. It comes with a few. And this is like a covering to which you're going to peel back. And these are like the sticky electrodes, like the other ones I showed you. And there's 3 or 4 of them, and they go all the way down. And this is just to cover those pads, because they're jelly-like, and they're supposed to be sticky. What I like about this is right here, you can write the day you started using it. And they're supposed to go through like a week. They're supposed to last a week, but I would make mine last until the gelatin was gone, because a pack of like, I think 5 of these little strips was like $30, and I'm cheap. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. So if it still works, it still works. And they just snap, as you can see, right in. Okay, so here's the strip, and it just snaps right into this. And it's all, I don't know if you can see this, it's all coming from, the power comes from this little, why can't I get it out? I should be able to do this. Hello. Hi. Okay, well, nope, I didn't figure it out. But somehow, you take this thing out. There's like a hard thing in there, right? And if you need to get a new one or something like that, you can get it replaced and then stick it right back in there. And what happens is it's got this sensor, and when you turn it on the app, this turns on. And then you can do lots of things with the app, like tell it how long to run, tell it what strength you want it to go to, and you wrap it around your upper calf. Always your upper calf. It doesn't matter if it's your left or your right, which one's comfortable. I used to switch it up because they would tell you to take a break, and I would imagine that would be for your skin. So on really bad days when I had to use it, I would just switch the leg and switch back and forth, and I had mine on all day all day. For me, it didn't really help my pain or take it away, but it was definitely a distraction because it does that zzz thing where it just basically is just electrifying and making your skin pulsate, and it's just a distraction from the pain. And that's really what the TENS unit does too. I do believe it helps to like loosen the muscle or whatnot. But the Quell, it was really touted as something that would help you with overall body pain. No, it did not. And the only place you can put it is your upper thigh. That's it. So, but again, definitely a good distraction if you're having to sit at work and you're having a high pain day, regardless of what the pain is. Having that constant buzzing sensation is really honestly a distraction. I have another little go bag for my electronic accoutrement, like chargers and plugs and earphones and all that, because when you're at work, you want all the possible distractions you can get in terms of from pain. So if like during your lunch break or something like that, you want to listen to a podcast or just have music or just something, whatever it is, just to keep you distracted. That's what you're looking for. So basically this video is just about preparedness, and that's just one of the things I learned along the way. It took me a while to figure out, like, okay, I have to make sure that I have all of these things with me. Now I kind of do it as second nature, but I will still leave the house, unbelievably so, without a chapstick or without a cough drop. And I will stop at a store and buy those things because those are two things I cannot be without anywhere. So I do try to remember them wherever I go. So, excuse me. And then one last thing I wanted to show you, because I'm rather cheap. I don't like to spend a lot of money on anything. And, but we needed pillows desperately. Like we've had these pillows for years and years and years. And I know how it's not good. It basically just turns to like dust mites and, dried skin. At least that's what I've heard. So, we invested in just 2 new pillows. Kelly got one and I got one. And the pillow is so wonderful and squishy. We have a king size bed, so we got a king size pillow. This is her. But so like thick and firm and amazing. I haven't had a firm, like actual pillow that didn't have all the stuffing out of it. Like this is my normal pillows that, okay, I don't know if I'm far enough away, but do you see the baggy sagginess of this pillow? Like, it's time for her to retire. Her sister retired last night. She went in the trash. Those aren't things that you donate because they're basically just, like I said, dust mites and dried skin at that point. Everything's broken down. The entire pill is broken down. We got these pills at Target. They're by a brand called, I don't know if you can see, Casa Luna. And it's the Cool Loft Pillow. It's a down alternative fill. Kelly can't have down. I don't really care. I can't tell a difference, but I have used down before. One, it's not animal friendly, even though I'm not a vegan, but I think they pluck ducks and put their feathers in there, And I've slept on those before. I've never bought them, but I've slept on those before as a guest in someone's home. And the pillows, like the feather things, stick out and poke you. So I don't understand why anyone would want to sleep on a down pillow anyway. So this one is a down alternative. It's cooling. It's got that, it says Dacron Cool FX Fiber technology tested to be at least 5 degrees cooler. Premium down alternative adapts to your ideal sleep position. It's a cotton cover, machine washable, moisture wicking, and hypoallergenic. So if you find yourself at Target and you're in the need of a pillow, it was $35. So I wouldn't buy like a bunch at once. I would buy like one at a time. Like we bought Kelly's first because he has no pillows. God bless him. And I have 20. He has 3. So we got his pillow first, and then I got mine yesterday, which I was super excited about. Plus, these bags are great for putting your, like, winter sweaters. See, it's a zipper bag. So you can save these bags, repurpose them to put winter sweaters in, stuff like that, stuff you don't want to just throw in a trash bag, you know what I mean? You want to be able to fold it neatly and lay it down. So anyway, that is it for now. I hope that this video was helpful, and I hope that you will consider creating your own larger go bag for work. Do not sit and suffer. If you need a heating pad, if you need that TENS unit, whatever you need to help get you through the day and help you feel better, don't let it make you feel like you are a weaker person. You are not. You are a stronger person for giving you the self-care that you need and deserve. And screw everybody else, what they think, what they say. It's really none of their fucking business. Excuse my language, but I'm sorry. Like, it's just not. I was always very kind about it because I understand that people are curious, and I loved my teammates. And they would tease me and such, but, you know, you may be in an environment where that kind of thing bothers you, or they're mean about it and ugly about it. And if it does, HR is the people you're going to want to go to. That's human resources at your company. It's very serious for a company if they are being told of bullying type behavior, especially to someone that is chronically ill. So be sure to go to HR. Don't let your manager or anyone else convince you that you have to go to them first. Human resources is the department for you. Human resources works for you. If you have a question about insurance, if you have a question about coverage, if you have a question about, you know, someone's calling me a junkie or an addict because they've seen all the medications that I have at my table, that's not okay. And if you're feeling bullied at work or whatever the case is, go to HR, talk to them. They're there to help you. And it's actually against the law for any retaliation or anything like that to take place. And you wouldn't even be getting the other person in trouble. It would just be more of an educational type of thing. And more people need to be educated on, for instance, service dogs. I know because I watch a show where one of the people has a service dog. It's the Fry Life, which I've told you guys about numerous times. But if you see someone with a service dog, don't approach the dog, don't discuss the dog, don't call the dog's name, don't touch the dog. The dog is actually working, so just leave the dog alone. And a lot of people don't know that, and I understand that. But if you see a dog with a vest on, don't even ask, because it puts that person in a really uncomfortable position of having to say no and feeling awful about it. Like for me, if I had a service dog and someone asked, can they pet my dog? You're supposed to say no. And that's part of the dog's training. And if you keep saying no to everybody, you're screwing up the years of training that went into that dog. I would feel so guilty and uncomfortable about saying no. It would actually cause me stress and anxiety. So again, it's always best just don't even ask. And then if I see a dog that doesn't have a vest on, I will ask the person, like if they're in Hobby Lobby, because you can take your dogs there, is it okay if I pet your dog? And they're always like, oh my gosh, yes, absolutely. Because it's not a working dog. That's just their dog, and they wanted to go to Hobby Lobby. So just think about those things. And then, of course, if you have any questions, always feel free to ask me in the comments or email me directly. That's all I have for you today. I hope you have a beautiful day. It's pretty gloomy outside, but I'm coffeeed up, so I'm going to actually try to get some shit done today. All right? I'll talk to you guys later.